Hello there. How are you doing? Um, Welcome to Co-working Tuesday. I put a little description here just so when people join and they're like, what is happening? There's an explanation as to what is going on and why I'm not talking, why I'm just sitting there working. So, yeah, this is a co-working stream. Share what you are working on in the chat. We'll work for 1 hour. Looks like we've already started. And then take a break and then work for 1 more hour. And during that whole time, feel free to chat with me on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. I have all three up, and I will be responding to things in the chat as I'm working. So today I need to send an email to a publisher, and then I need to write and send my newsletter. Maybe I'll put my newsletter sign up link in the chat in case you're not on that list yet, but that will be going out today, and I send out a weekly newsletter. It has sort of a little letter from me to you of what's going on with my game design stuff and just the game design community industry in general. And then I also share job opportunities, contests, events, publishers accepting submissions, pitching opportunities, things like that. If that interests you, feel free to sign up. I will put the link in the chat. So feel free to add whatever you want to work on in the chat as well. I'm going to be playing some chill music, and let's get it done. Hope you're having a great day so far. Okay, I will see you soon, but I will also see you in the chat. Good luck. Hello. Whoops, I did not notice that our time was up. I don't know how long ago. I was in the zone. I was hoping to finish my newsletter in this first hour, but that was not in the cards. MailChimp decided to be glitchy, so I had to manually put in each of the hyperlinks in like the code, which was annoying, but then it kind of seemed to resolve after that. So I don't know what that was about, but that definitely added some time. But I'm almost done. I need to add a few more things. I think just add a few more events. And then just send it to myself, review it, and then send it out. So it's break time. Let's all stand up and move around for a little bit. And then we will come back and do one more hour of work. Alrighty, so I will see you shortly. Hello. Hello, chat. Chat got chatty when I stepped away. Moon, you finished Wormwood without us? How could you? Judas. You couldn't wait? That's fine. Whatever. Now are you going to watch the streams and just laugh at how we can't figure anything out? But yeah, sir, I played your dice game at Gen Con. Thanks so much for giving me a copy. That was really nice. And best of luck at PAX. I guess PAX East is coming up. We just had PAX West. When is PAX East? I guess I can look in my newsletter that I'm drafting right now. PAX East is... Or do I not have it in my newsletter? Whoops. Uh-oh. Well, that's a good thing for me to add. PAX East 2025. Oh, that's not till August. Okay, so you're okay. I thought it was coming up very soon, but you've got some time then. At the end of August. Oh yeah. That's the one in Seattle. Right. I'm always just like too exhausted from Gen Con to even think about going to something, even though that's like 3 weeks after Gen Con. I don't know. I need like a full month after Gen Con. Hey, Bezel4. Nice to see you. Subscribed from my video that I posted just a couple of days ago about trying to make it as a full-time game designer. That one is popping off a little bit. It's definitely, yeah. I think it's like 2,000 views, which is way more than I usually get. So that's cool. So hopefully it brings in some new people that can join us on these streams and stuff. So welcome. What should you check out next? Oh, and then Francisco recommends my video about playtesting and tips for prototyping. Nice. Thanks, Francisco, for recommending those. I would also recommend a video that I made about if I were to start as a game designer today, what steps I would do to try to get a game published in 6 months. So let me link to that one. It's basically the video that like I wish I had that had existed when I was first starting out in game design. I feel like it would have saved me quite a bit of time if I listened to it. So I'll share that link in the chat. I think it's how to get a game published in 6 months or something like that. Yeah, my 6-month plan to get a board game published. Here's what I would do if I was just starting out. I will link to that in the chat. Sorry, I'm just looking back through the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Andy, I hope your day's going well, or at least going by fast. Oh, thanks, sir. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. Oh, you're saying PAX is in May? Which PAX? PAX East is in end of August. Is there another PAX? PAX West? Oh, sorry. PAX West is end of August. When is PAX East? Oh, sorry. I was looking at PAX West, not PAX East. Obviously, Seattle's not in the East. It's like every time, like I'm reading Lord of the Rings right now, and they're always like, we headed eastward, we headed south, we headed westward, we headed north. And every time I have to do in my head, north, east, south, west. Okay, got it. Even when I'm driving, I have to be like, do I want the east or west turn off? North, east, south, west. Okay. Okay, I definitely need to add PAX East to my newsletter. So thank you very much for mentioning that, sir. Oh, no, that's this computer over here. Ay. I will also add this to my Google Calendar that all my members get access to. So you can add it to your Google Calendars. So then you can see all the upcoming board game conventions in your Google Calendar, which is pretty nice. So PAX West. It's in May. Okay. I'll also add PAX East. End of August. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Francisco. Life would be a lot easier if we could listen to our future selves, wouldn't it? Yeah, best of luck, Bezel 4. Let us know if you have any questions. Join our Discord as well. That's available to everyone. There's a general channel for everyone. The members get access to a bunch more channels, but like anyone can join the general channel. And you can ask any questions you have there. There's always some cool discussions happening. Right now, they're talking about luck in games, I think. And we're also talking about like how people on Board Game Geek will kind of rate games. You know, like people are rating Finspan a 1 without having played it. People are rating it a 10 without having played it. Yeah, so it's very interesting discussions always happening there, but always related to board games and board game design. And if you are looking for playtesters, I playtest with my members every Sunday. It is online, so you'll need to know how to make a digital prototype on Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator, and then we play every Sunday. So that's a good place. It's definitely easier to find online playtesters, but it's definitely ideal to also have in-person playtesters. Some things you can't really see or feel with digital playtests. So like body language and just vibes and yeah, those sorts of things, like how people zoning out when it's not their turn, things like that you might not be able to see, especially people don't have their cameras on for digital playtesting. That's all right, Moon. I forgive you. Oh, massive difficulty spike in chapter 2. Maybe it will help if I can explain what they're looking for in the puzzles. Chapter 2 is extremely long, probably 4 sessions. You think 4 sessions just to get through chapter 2? Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so Sir is asking what are some things I would do to build a community around an upcoming game without making it look like I'm creating a sales funnel. So, I mean, being authentic and genuine, you know, you want people to like want to support you. You know, you don't want people to feel like you're just trying to sell them something, right? So if you can give value to people, they'll want to support you. If you can share with people, if you can, you know, have actual meaningful connections with people, then that will make it, you know, more genuine. So I personally, like, I haven't done a Kickstarter or crowdfunding campaign, so I don't know a ton about that, but I just know that I try to give as much value as I can from my videos, from my newsletter, from things like that. And I'm not just asking for things from people. You know, I'm not just like subscribe and do this and do that. I'm also giving things. So I guess that would be my advice. Like like I said, I don't have a ton of experience with running crowdfunding campaigns, but if you cannot feel just like it's a one-way thing, if you can make it feel more like a two-way thing. So I guess like if this is leading up to a crowdfunding campaign, sir, you want to make people feel like they're involved, like they have a say in things, like they're invested in the game. I guess things like that. That's how I would just try to be as authentic and genuine and real as possible, and not just always asking for things from people. What value can you give people, and they will then want to support you, is what I would say about that. Okay, but then chapter 3 is like 30 minutes. Okay, so we just have to get through. If you're saying it's 4 sessions and each session has been like around 3 hours, that's 12 hours to get through chapter 2 and then 30 minutes for chapter 3. That seems odd. Yeah, Francisco, I get that. Like, Francisco struggles with writing their newsletter consistently because I feel like each month all I have to say is I did more playtests, I learned XYZ, still working on the game. I don't know how valuable that is. You know, you'd be surprised how much people want to hear about those details about the development of game. Like, even though, you know, you might assume people might not be interested in it, I think more than you might expect would be interested in hearing stuff like that. But if you feel like there isn't enough there, but maybe there would be, but then maybe think, well, what other things could I maybe talk about or share in a newsletter? But yeah, building up your newsletter is what I've heard is one of the most important things you want to do before a crowdfunding campaign. And it can feel the most personal too, because you're essentially sending a letter to someone's inbox for them. You know, it can feel a bit more personal, which is nice, than just, you know, sending out a video into the ether. Okay. I think I've caught up on the chat. Thank you so much for your questions. I need to finish my newsletter. Oh, let me change we're not on break anymore. Look, it's so fancy with all my text things now. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to finish writing and then send a test and then send out my newsletter. Then if there's time, I want to try to work on a logo for my mobile game development studio that I have with my game development partner. We want to come out with a mobile game this April, and I've come up with 6 different logos by now, I think, and none of them are really working. And so we have a new idea. So I'm going to try to work on that today if there's time. So let me know in the stream what you're working on, or if you want to just, you know, ask questions, tell me what games you've played lately that you've really enjoyed. Just want to quickly say I played Takenoko. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know what emphasis to put on the words, but Takenoko. I played that Sunday with my members, and it was so much fun. I really, really, really liked it. So it's the one with like a little panda, and this panda is moving around eating bamboo. And then you have a gardener who's going around and growing the bamboo, and you're placing tiles. And so you're trying to complete different objectives, but they're not just pattern objectives, you know, like in Harmonies where all the objectives are just, you need to have this pattern, then you need to have this pattern, and you have this pattern, and that's it. This one, there are pattern objectives, but also you want to have the panda eat a certain bamboo, which is just so cute and satisfying to have the panda move and then just gobble up a piece of bamboo. I think it's so cute. And then if you grow a certain height of bamboo, that's also another objective. So there's different types of objectives that I like, and there's also different types of actions. It's not just take some tiles and place them, take some tiles and place them. It's just a bit more variety, but it's still very accessible. And it's just so cute. So I really enjoyed it. I'm going to play it a bit more, but I think I might need to own that one because I feel like IRL, that little panda is probably so cute. The little panda mini. And just like actually seeing the bamboo grow on the table and things like that. Like, yeah. So really enjoyed Takenoko. I actually don't know if I logged it in BG stats. Let me see. I did. Okay. Cool. Okay. Thank you, sir. And that sounds good, Moon. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It might be nice to have someone in the chat who already knows things and can just kind of be our hint master. Okay. One more hour on the clock. Let me do that. Let me add that here. Okay. Ooh, magic. Okay. Feel free to add in the chat what you want to work on. We have one more hour on the clock. So yeah, but I will be in the chat if you have any other questions. Best of luck. You got this. Hello. I was in the zone. How did you all do? Yeah, I'm going to show you what I was working on. But let me just... Okay, thanks for letting me know you got the newsletter, Click Assist. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll show you the logo. Oh, nice. You submitted your entry for the Button Shy contest yesterday. And now you're deciding what to do next. Nice. Oh, that's exciting. Well, best of luck. Nice, Joe. Still cruising. Good job. Oh, nice. Bezel 4 is working in Nandeck, working on a new set of action cards as a revision. It's going well. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to quickly show you the logo and you can tell me what you think. Oh, and thanks, Andy. Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, I'm going to Vietnam in a couple days. I'm like a little nervous, but mostly excited. I'm pretty much packed. I think everything will fit. I'm just doing carry-on for 2 months. I've done it before. Well, I did 6 weeks in Guatemala with just carry-on. I just don't want to risk that my bags don't make it there. I like to have all my stuff with me. Just do carry-on. I also don't want to pay for bags. So I just do carry-on. And it forces you to only really bring the most essential things, but it also means I won't be able to bring both of my computers, so streaming won't be as easy. I'll probably just have my Mac, and so that means I'll need to get OBS on my Mac, and that kind of fries my Mac a little bit, but it is what it is. I'll make it work somehow. Nice, Flea. That sounds like a nice night. 9:40 p.m. in Europe. Just reading some comic books. Nice. Which comic books are you reading if you want to share? Okay, let me show you. So I've been using Affinity Designer. So this is a program that's pretty much almost identical to Adobe Illustrator. But it is a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription nonsense like Adobe is trying to do. You do have to apparently pay if there's a major update, which, is fair. But I've been really, really enjoying this program. So let me show you. So, okay, before I show you, let me give you some context. So this is for my video game development studio with my video game development partner. So it's just 2 of us. But I wanted to make us a logo. So when you open up the game, it'll have our little studio logo on the opening screen. So my name is Pam and her name is Ari. And so we have combined them to make Pari, Paeri. I don't know, it just sounds like a cool made up name because most of the other names for video game studios that I thought of are all taken. P&A Games, PA Games, like I thought of like Flower Mountain Games, that was taken. Like literally every name that I thought of was taken. So I'm like, I think we might need to make up a word here. So we just combined our names into Pari Games. There is a Perry Games and a P-A-R-I-P-E-R-I, but there's no P-A-E-R-I games. So that's what we're going with. So it kind of sounds like fairy a little bit. So that's why we are making, like, one of the ideas we have is to make it look like fairy wings. And then I had the idea of what if it was fairy wings and then inside, how there's all those lines and stuff inside the wings? What if I made those patterns look like a computer chip to reference the mobile games that were making video games on computers? Because all my other logos too, they couldn't really tell that it was a video game development studio specifically. So without further blah, 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 let me show you. I mean, so I've just started. So just proof of concept here. Yeah. So obviously I haven't finished it. So this is like, I basically found a picture of a computer chip and I just put it behind and then I've just been like tracing it. So I'm going to keep going and do the whole wing and then duplicate that on the other side. I'm not liking how it's kind of going right into the P, so it kind of doesn't make the P super legible, so I might try to angle the wing coming out a bit more from the P rather than running right along it. But let me know what you think. What do you think about this direction? Let me know what you think about that. To be honest, I'm pretty stoked. I'm kind of stoked, but what do you think? Okay. Oh, nice. Clerk Assist has affinity as well. Yeah, I really like it. I believe I got the affinity suite. So that also includes Publisher, which is essentially InDesign, and then Photo, whatever their Photoshop version is as well, which I don't imagine I'll use too much, but it'll be nice to have all three. Reading the Sandman comic. Cool. To be honest, I don't know a ton about comics, so I don't know why I asked. But maybe other people in the chat might know. That was very cool. Digital nomad community in Vietnam. Yeah, it seems like there's quite a few like expats there. I actually already found a board gaming group in the town that I'll be in, which I'm pretty excited about. So they meet weekly. So I'm going to try to get in on that. There is also a board game cafe that I found, but apparently they don't serve foreigners. I guess they've had a few not so nice people, and so they just don't allow foreigners into their board game cafe, which is really sad. Maybe they'll change that policy when I'm there because I would love to check that out. But I understand how you deal with annoying, rude people. You're just like, you know what? We're just not going to deal with that. Okay, Bezel4 likes the chip/wing idea. I think you should drop the games in the logo and make the P much bigger. Okay. Yeah, the text I just kind of plopped in. So drop the games in the logo and make the P bigger. Interesting. Like, okay, do you mean move the word games down or just not have games there at all? And have it just be Pari and have the P be big and then would the I be big on the other side? Okay. Okay, Clerk also doesn't like how the wing how like the wing butts up against the P. I'm curious to see what your logo will look like when it goes into the P. I like the basic font, but wonder whether something could look more gamey. Yeah, I think the text definitely needs work for sure. This is just kind of like proof of concept at the moment, but I agree. Okay, Affinity Publisher is great to make a single picture and a table into multiple cards. Nice. Hot tip. Thank you. Okay, Dragon likes the direction. The direction is good. The idea is great. The letter type is not that good in the concept. It's a work in progress. Yes, I agree. I don't even... what font did I even... I wanted to put Roboto. I like Roboto. This one... But they didn't have it in here, but I'm pretty sure I can import it. I think I had another font I've been liking lately, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. I'm just gonna see what font this is. It's Futura, which I don't mind. It's not like it's not Arial. No offense, Arial. It's Futura, which I don't mind, but yeah, we can definitely work on that. If we feel like this is a good direction, then I'll actually spend time. And then, try a few different fonts, see what we like. Okay. I think the logo will look much better when both wings are there. I wonder whether maybe the lines of the wings should be thicker to match the font. Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, that's true. They are. I was trying to make them a bit like the same thickness as the font, but you are right. They are not. They are still skinnier. Yeah, I think you're right. They should eventually be the same, like stroke width or whatever as the font. I agree with that for sure. Okay, I see. So you're saying just Pari and drop the word games altogether. You don't mean like move it down. You mean just get rid of games. Yeah. Let's see. See just super quick what that would look like if I got rid of that, and then if we just made the P bigger. If we just made the P bigger and the I bigger on the other side, this might look a little weird. So I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm doing here. I'm not sure about this. Sorry, it's locked. Too bad this is not on this computer. Otherwise, I would just share my screen. But okay, that looks weird. I'm just gonna make the whole thing bigger rather than just the P and the I. Okay, so if we make that bigger, and then we'll just quickly duplicate the wing. Oh, oops! I locked the outside. Okay. And then I'm just going to flip it super fast. Okay. Okay. I'm almost ready to show you. Just bear with me for a second here. Okay. Okay, I got rid of games and I made Pari bigger. It might be like too much distance between the wings now, right? But that's what it would look like with both wings. Obviously, I still need to fill in the bottom. Still need to fill in the bottom part. Well, what do we feel about that with the games gone? Okay, but Flea is saying I would bring the wings closer together and put the words on top of it. Add some stroke around the letters to avoid being too busy around the letters. Okay. Yeah, it would make it more square, not landscape. Oh, okay, bezel 4. Yeah, so you did mean the whole word, not just the P. Yeah, Flea's saying make copies of all the ideas, put them one next to another. It will highlight clear no's, but also give you new ideas for any gaps you might have on existing or for new versions. Yeah, totally. Okay, Clerk is also saying too much distance between the wings. Maybe you could put PA and ERI in different lines. Interesting. Okay, Joel loves the concept. It's Stoke worthy for sure. Nice. Andy looks great. Are you using computer chip green for colors? I haven't thought about the colors. But green, yeah, that could be nice. That could be a nice reference to the green computer chip. But I'm just going to make sure it works in black and white first, and then we'll deal with colors. Joe liked the way the G of games was tucked into the wing. Yeah, I kind of liked that too. I kind of did it so it kind of wrapped around the wing kind of wrapped around the G. I might just bring that back for a second here. Yeah, I do like how the wings frame the word games at the bottom there. But the font's too big. We need to bring it down. The wings are too far apart. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. Obviously, yeah, a bunch needs to be tweaked, but this is okay. Let me just finish reading the comments first, and then I'll show you what I think. I'm just gonna end on it with today. Um, Another option is have both wings off the P from a side view. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, Andy thinks just having party by itself is a bit too ambiguous. It feels like it might be better served with games or studio or entertainment or whatever. Yeah, maybe studio, STUDIOGAME. No, I think that's too many letters. The games fits in right between the wings. I mean, I guess I could change the shape of the wings. Okay, Felia's saying, would you consider mirroring the top part of the wings on the bottom too? Are you referring to specific wings that have that shape? No, I just Googled fairy wings and I found one that I kind of liked, and then I just used it as a reference, and then I just used the pen tool in Designer to make it sort of like that. Mirroring the top part on the bottom. I mean, I could, but I think visually it might look interesting to have the bottom be different, just so it really does look like a computer chip. I think I might do that. Yeah, Bezel is saying if it's a splash logo in the game, folks will already know you're a game studio. If it's for marketing, then the conversation certainly changes. It would be for both. And it might actually be the well, we can have different versions, right? We can have the version with the text and then one with just the wings. And that could be kind of cool if it's just the wings with the computer chip lines, and that's the simplified version. That could be what is the little icon. Like, you know how the New York Times, it's the New York Times, and you click on that, and then there's a Wordle blah 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 inside. So I think I want our little icon to be our studio logo, like the New York Times logo. Our studio logo, you click on that, and then all of our games will be in the app. Currently, we just have one game, but eventually we want it to be more. So having like the wings, it might be a little too busy to be that small, but yeah. So basically it would be on the splash screen when you open up the game. It would be the little icon on your phone. And then also, if we have a website or something like that, Instagram, like things like that. So I think we might need a few different versions. One with text, one just wings. But if it does have the text, I think it does make sense to have Pari Studio, Pari Game, something like that. Especially because, yeah, I like how they do kind of, it's framed by the wings. Yeah, Bezel 4 also likes the wings on the one side. I'll try that for sure. Okay, so Clerk is saying maybe it would also look cool if there are no letters between the wings, but instead the letters are part of the computer chips. So some of the computer chip lines are thicker and spell Pari. Okay, I think I need to start writing these down. Okay. Okay. Logo. What, Pari? Logo ideas. Okay, so we're going to try both wings on side of the P. Wings only, text inside the wings to spell Pari. Wings only as a variant. No text. Oh, and then also someone said, I can't remember, have the wings above Pari as well. I think those were the main ones. So both wings on the side of the P, wings only, but text inside the wings to spell party, wings only just as a variant to the wings with the text in the middle, and then wings above the words party studio. Okay, that is a lot to think about. Thank you very, very much. I do have to head out now. But thank you so much. That was really helpful. I appreciate all of your thoughts on that. Some really, really good ideas. But I like how, in general, you seem to like the general direction of this logo. So that's very exciting. I have gone through quite a few. And this is the first one I'm like, oh yeah, I think I like this one. Yeah. We'll see what my partner thinks. Okay, cool. I think we're all caught up on the chat. Let's see if Facebook decided to join the party. I'm going to assume no, that's fine. One day they'll join us. Okay. I am going to head out. Thank you so much to everyone who popped in and said hello. Joe, Andy, Clerk, Bezel 4, Dragon, Flea, sure, Francisco, Sir, Moon. So many people stopped in to say hello today. That was really nice. I think I got most people. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. I will see you. I won't be streaming this Friday. I will be in South Korea, which is wild. I'll be on the other side of the world of where I am right now. But I will stream as soon as I'm able to. So thank you so much, everyone. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me for this co-working session. And I will see you soon. Thanks so much, everyone.